Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Hello, my name is Mike, and today's show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. It's quite simply the best way to support this show. If you need it, Amazon has it, and you can get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Bookmark it, please.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store, and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Monday. So
Monday.
good to me. How was your weekend, Oscar?
It was fantastic. Not at all.
Really? Not so
Well,
good?
I had school.
Well, you know what? At least your financial system of your country is strong.
Oh, yes.
You have that going for you.
Yes, we live in America.
Which is nice. We have this is going to be an exciting thing. We'll get to the bottom. A lot of people don't understand what's going on over there in Europe and Greece. So on the phone right now, we actually have the country of Greece. Greece, are you there?
Hey, Big Money. Hey, Big Money, how you doing? Hey, everybody, good? What are you doing out there? Hey, everybody having a good time? Hey, how you doing, Big Money?
Now,
Good stuff.
We have to be clear here. You're not a guy from Greece.
I'm Greece, the country of
You're
Greece.
the
Okay,
country
come on.
of Greece.
What are you talking? You want to talk about that? Come on. Hey, so give me. By the way, I was told by the guys get a little cash,
Right?
Yes.
for the interview, right?
No.
We
don't pay our sources.
I don't care.
We don't pay our
matter to me.
sources.
Nobody pays.
That would
Nobody pays.
compromise.
Nobody pays. 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 Hey, Big Money America!
So,
How you
Greece.
doing, Big Money?
Greece, what's the state of the situation now?
Oh,
Are you
man,
going to
man,
leave
let
the
me tell you,
euro?
Big
Are
Money,
you going to
yeah,
stay with the euro?
Fine, okay. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. Not going to worry about it. Not going to worry about it. Not going to worry about it.
But
Not
if
gonna
your
worry about it. Not gonna worry about it.
your entire financial system is contingent on this,
Sure.
it might be the time to worry.
Worry. Wait. You get old, you worry, you get a gray hair, you get the gray hairs, they fall out of the head, you get bald, you get a big fat body, you don't worry about that. You have a little wine, you sit and set, you don't worry about it. Big money, come on. You got big money, you don't worry about it. Come on.
Now, your whole country is no bigger than Ohio.
Yeah, it's small. Beautiful country, great water. We got great water, beautiful beaches. We got great food. Got great people, great personnel. We love to laugh, we love to dance, we love to do all the things. We like to drink wine, we like to do all that stuff. What are you going to come and say?
You're going to be dancing when you don't have any money. What about
Whoppa.
OPA is not going to save the banking industry.
I don't like that music. That's not good. That's not good.
No. Why?
That
What's
sounds
wrong
like
with
it made
music?
in California. Big money. You get that made by a big money guy. That's not Greek. Turn that crap off. Come on.
Not a big fan of Herb Alpert?
Yeah, how you doing? How's it going? Hey,
No,
all right, come
noted
on.
Greek
Come
Herb
on,
Alpert.
Come on. What
So,
is that?
did you watch
You're going to give me a little money for the interview, right? You're going to give me a little money on the table for the interview? You give me money,
Oscar,
$20,
I'm
$30?
busted.
No, you're not going to get any money for this.
I was told the guys that work at the radio station said that I would get the big money.
Well,
I get the big money for coming on the show. You give me a little cash under the table, right? Come on, big money.
We can't give you monies because we don't know if you're going to take euros or whatever you're going to have after you leave the euro.
Come on, now you're not talking about that. Come on, you don't worry about that. You say I take dollars. I take coins.
take dollars?
I take candy.
What
I take
about
whatever you got. You got
silver
something
dollars?
extra candy. You give me a glass of wine, bottle of beer. Give me something like that. Come on,
You know
need
what I
that for
can
you?
give you? How about this? No money. There'll be no money. But I'll give you a bottle of Ouzo.
Ouzo. Sure. I get Ouzo. My uncle Timmy make Ouzo. It's okay. Come on now. Come on.
No,
Costas, my brother Costas, he make Ouzo.
I didn't realize.
I don't want Ouzo. I want something from your country. Give me a Budweiser.
Really?
Budweiser?
Yeah,
Budweiser?
give me a sixes. You have a six-pack, right?
Right.
Yeah, give me a six-pack or give me at $15. How about $15? Come on. Give me $15. You give me
Let me see
$15.
what I got. Hold on.
You give me
That's
$15?
not
Come on,
bad.
you did it already. Come on, big money.
$15.
Come on, big money. Reach in that wallet. Give me $15. We all start with this. We all
All I
be done
have
with
is
this.
$20.
Okay?
I have $20.
$20.
Okay, I got, listen, I got to do the interview and then I got to go on a vacation. I'm taking a vacation.
Where
Not
are
a
you
vacation.
going?
It's summertime. Hey, I go to my hometown. I go to my hometown on vacation. I was on vacation 3 weeks ago. I'll take another vacation in a couple of
Didn't
weeks.
realize a country would take vacation.
Yeah, take a vacation in summertime. What do you say? You want me to work?
A little
What?
less vacation, a little more work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's America way. Yeah, like you work so hard all the time. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, don't worry about that. You worry about yourself, I worry about myself, okay? We don't worry about anything like that, big money. I tell you right now, I'll do whatever you want.
Where do
I'll do
you...
whatever you want. This impression based on guys I used to work with in Manassas, you know what I mean? Come on now, big money. There we go. Hey, big money! Hey, big money! Hey, big
When a
money.
country
Yeah.
goes on vacation,
Country on vacation.
Where
We've
do you
been
go?
in,
Where do you
Greek,
go?
I've been on vacation. I've been as the country of Greece. I've been on vacation since 1963.
Really?
Yeah, 1963.
Where are
Yep.
your favorite vacation destinations?
Oh, I love coming to America. Great times,
Greece.
everybody. Great Disneyland, get the movies, get all that stuff. Yes, Oscar, go ahead.
One of the solutions for your current state of your economy is to raise taxes on everything, including tourism.
Right.
I say, fine, that you charge the tourists coming to visit. That's the people. Let me tell you something about Greece. What you want to do is you want to charge the people that come to visit the country. That's what you want to do. Why do you take the Greek people? The Greek people don't get to pay no more taxes. We pay too many taxes right now. We pay too many taxes right now. What I say is, with the people that come in on a vacation on the cruise ship, they come in and they go to see our islands. They come in, they get all the souvenirs and stuff. You charge them double the tax, triple the tax, quadruple the tax, 100% tax. That's what they do. Come on. Why do you do that? Why do you do the Greek people? I mean, come on.
You can't tax them. They're not big money.
Yeah, big money. They come in on a cruise ship. They got to go jewelry. They go, hey, lady, that's nice watch you got, huh? Oh, you buy it here? Hey, I get there. How about this? I show you all the sites, okay? $15. I show you all the sites. $15 American.
What do you think?
Everything is $15.
What do you think of
weird.
this is important. What do you think about the latest casting of Grease coming to Broadway?
Oh, yeah, they're going to do a show called Grease on Fox. A
Yes.
live
I
production.
say you do not make that show without Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta. That's the only way you do it. That's the only way that show works. The big abomination was they put that fat pig, Rosie O'Donnell. She was in that
Yes,
show. That was ridiculous.
yeah.
She was ridiculous.
Bad.
I did not like Rosie O'Donnell. And the whole show was like a big, giant fat out.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, that's what you got. Yeah,
Now,
come on.
What
Okay.
if you were to tax your most famous citizen in your entire country?
Who's that?
The Grease Man.
The Grease Man. I don't know this Grease Man. Who you talking about, this Grease? Oh, the guy, the DJ.
Yeah, do you do him?
Oh, he's popular over in my country. He's popular all the
bet.
time.
Yeah.
People love the Grease Man. They say, hey, that's the Grease Man. Based on Greek, right?
Right,
That's
exactly.
it, the
That's
Grease Man.
how it
Oh, I know that. Yeah. My doggy blue, he lick his nasty doodad. That's a funny stuff, man. Okay, hey, look at that cruise ship. We have so many maggots. Why do all the impressions get back to the Grease Man? The only thing that makes it funny. The only thing that makes it funny is when I do the Grease Man. My dog blue, he licks his nasty doodads, and now I got a Sergeant Fury. We have so many maggots on that cruise ship. All the maggots. I say, hey, maggots, come on, I give you a choice. I show you all around the island. $15.
$15 again?
$15, no problem at all, okay?
Everything.
That's it. Yeah, then I give you a nice big piece of baklava. Get back, maggot, on your cruise ship. Go fly away. Go to Kosovo. That's what I say to you, huh? Come on.
That's good, Big Money.
Come on, Big Money. Hey, Big Money, how you doing? Hey, Star Wars T-shirt. You're wearing a Star Wars T-shirt
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah.
All
Big money
right.
for Star Wars, right?
Big T-shirt. hey, Big Money, how you doing? All right. Yeah, start the show. I don't give a rat's ass. Yeah, I don't care.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Good evening. Edwin S. Simon reporting. NBS News has obtained Pentagon documents that show our neighbor to the north, the sovereign nation of Canada, has embarked on a military program aimed at the United States. Canada, known for ages as a polite and clean country, has, under a socialist majority, undertaken a massive military buildup on its border with the United States.
The Canadians, they walk among us. William Shatner, Michael J. Fox, Monty Hall, Mike Myers, Alex Trebek. All of them Canadians, all of them here.
The Canadian National Tower in Toronto, erected to transmit nuclear attack warnings from radar stations in northern Canada, is now solely in Canadian hands. It is the height of 6 American football fields, or 5 Canadian football fields, as if Canadian football really counts.
First of all, there is no Canadian culture. I've never read any Canadian literature. And when have you ever heard anyone say, honey, let's stay in and order some Canadian food?
Congress is also asking intelligence agencies to investigate why the Canadians maintain a threatening lead in Zamboni technology. Think of your children pledging allegiance to the maple leaf. Winter, 11 months of the year. Anne Murray, all day, every day.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his office chair, here's Mike.
We are live from the Cappy Pfeiffer studio in the heart of our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. This is the Mike O'Mara Show. We're on the air and online worldwide. The Mike O'Mara Show is a daily radio show and podcast with the greatest listeners on the planet because they get it. And if you're here, you do too. Stop the music, ladies and gentlemen. A major announcement. A major announcement. We are very, very excited to bring you this announcement today, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, you have read it. You have heard it. No, you have read it, but you haven't heard it.
Right.
That's right. Let me start again.
Please.
Okay, really. Turn the music back.
Yeah, let's start the
I'm
music.
going to do the whole thing because I wanted to make a much bigger deal. I wanted
right.
to actually
I
make
understand.
We can edit this later.
And incident, by the way, can I give you a compliment?
Yes, sure, Mike. I'm waiting.
Because I'll be the show will be Canada heavy today, and I really, really appreciate Rob playing that little opening vignette about Canada. I thought that was
perfect.
Cool.
It was tricky because there's not many entertaining things about such a horrible nation.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Rob, turn that music down because I've got a major announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, you've read it, but you haven't heard it. I am talking, of course, about Open Mic, the audiobook.
Yeah!
That's right.
It's back, baby. It's back.
It hits today, right? It hits today. It's available today.
It's Friday, Mike.
Oh.
Friday.
Available soon.
Turn
Remember when you were in that meeting?
turn your music back up.
Music, yes.
So we start over?
All right, here we go. Hey, turn that music down. Turn that music down.
Pony.
All right, ladies.
No
So
music
I
for
have
this.
a major announcement.
$15.
Well, hold on a second. I was in the meeting, but is there any? You've read it, but you haven't heard it. It's Open Mic, the audiobook. Listen to the story of Mike, Rob, and Oscar Homer. The whole book, its entirety, plus surprises. You live in the car at home. Only 16 available on iTunes.
turn the music
Open Mic,
back.
the
Turn the
audiobook.
music up.
I'm reading this. There's nothing that says when it's available.
It's available soon.
Ruh-roh.
Look.
Ruh-roh.
See, there it is. I'll show our listeners.
Let's
our
go to
copy.
the copy department.
Because we were going to ad lib when it's available, which is this.
Oh, we were we?
Yeah.
Who didn't come to the meeting now? We were going to ad lib it.
Sure, it's available this Friday.
Yeah.
Well, you
this
say
is
it
a
like
teaser.
it is.
To
You
be
say it like I knew
fair
this. I
to
didn't know.
Mike.
Yeah.
Well, Mike.
Oh,
should know-
is this with music or without?
I
without
simply
music.
said,
Okay,
will
music.
I said, will we have copy? I said, will we have copy when we are ready to promote the audio?
Yeah, we
And
had
if
a
you're going
we had
to
a
if
copy conversation after you left.
Right.
and if we were going to have copy, and what would you think would be the single most important thing to have a product available? You would want to know probably two things: where you could get it,
Right.
and when it would be available.
Does
Especially
it
if
say
it wasn't
when
going to
it's
be
available on the copy?
I'll read the copy to you.
Thank you.
All right.
You've read it, but you haven't heard it.
Can we get the music?
You want music?
Music,
Yeah.
please.
You've read it, but you haven't heard it. It's Open Mic, the audiobook. Listen to the story of the Mike O'Mara Show as read by the authors. It's Mike, Rob, and Oscar in their own words. The whole book in its entirety. Plus, surprises, expanded content, audio treats, and guest stars. You'll love it in the car, at home, on the beach, and all summer long. And it's only $6.99, and it will soon be available on iTunes.
It's tough. That's tough. Because
Open Mic, the audiobook.
That's
You're going to
real
love
tough.
what you hear.
I want to help you here,
Yes.
but we've run out of life rafts.
Okay, I understand.
But you know how it is on the Mike O'Mara Show. Someone has to be blamed.
Well, I will take the
Titanic.
blame. No, I
Someone
will take
has
the
to be
I will
blamed.
take the blame. However, this was the build up the hysteria.
Turn the rush down. Jesus, I
turn
can't
the
listen
music,
to it
turn
anymore.
the music up. This was the build up the excitement for the release announcement.
Yeah, but this is the problem, Rob, is that we need to convey that to him.
All right.
Because that copy doesn't say that. Let's be fair to Mike.
I understand it.
That-
I
that
already
just- it does
accepted the
not.
blame.
All right, so there it
I
is.
accepted
This is
the
the only
blame.
time I'll read it today. Here it is. Send me a new one tomorrow. There you go. Get your act together. Send me a new one tomorrow. But the bottom line is, Friday is the day.
Friday is the
Friday's
big day.
the
Yes.
day.
Wait, Friday is the day you'll be able to get it everywhere
You'll
on
be able to get it
iTunes.
everywhere on our website. It's
That's
going to be
right.
great.
There's a banner on our website. You'll just click right through to iTunes and
Yeah.
pow, there it is.
All right, so that was a
And-
coming soon.
And let me say this:
Yes.
it is a coming soon promo, but what you should take away from this is a couple things. One is that this book, which I've listened to and we all have here,
Yes.
it really is a different experience, whether you've read it or now you're going to listen to it, right?
It's something special. This is something that we've never done anything like this
No.
before, and I've done some weird audio projects before. Like our Florida trip was a different experiment in listening to the show, but this was really fun putting this together because we have all of our voices, so many different people involved in reading and matching them, and there's switches and
Well, the
left
bottom
turns and
line
some
is
segments.
that
And the transitions are a lot of fun as well.
Oh, they're fantastic. Really
Michael
cool.
Kelly, the author, he narrates this, and it's the actual guy that put the book together. He is featured prominently on this. Then you and Oscar and myself, we all recorded our parts. We have different parts. I think is Tony Perkins in the audiobook.
He's in there as well, and there's a whole bunch of different curveballs.
We don't have everybody, but we've got almost everybody. We've got a lot of different, and we also decided when we were doing the audiobook that we would add some content. We would modernize it, we would update it, and we would also throw some different stuff in there. So there are nuggets in there that you wouldn't get in the regular book. And I think a lot of people, when we came out with the book originally, a lot of people wanted us to do an audio version of it. And so the audio version is coming Friday. We're very, very excited about that. And I'm sorry I didn't offer you more clarity.
And two is that we shouldn't get happy. Don't get happy. That's our mantra on the show.
Sure.
Do not get happy.
Right.
You can see what happened if you're following along at home. Mike was kind enough to say, "Hey, Rob, I really love that the Canada bit before the show started. Thank you so much." He's like forward thinking, got a lot of Canada news.
Then I go right into the copy, and I realize he's hurt me once again. He's let me down because he doesn't give a rat's ass about the dollars that come into this show. It is what that copy is to Rob. What that copy is to Rob, and I just he knows this as well as I. It is a task. It is a job, and it is what he was told to do, and that's it. As far as how estimates as far as dollars, we have other people that will do that. So that's it.
Mike,
that's it. And I respect that. I understand that.
We all have our strengths.
Yes. Yeah. Now,
And
Rob,
someday we'll find mine.
No.
Rob, you're coming off.
Ninja.
You're coming off one of your highlights of the year, where you laid out, I think, one of the best bonus shows we've done. I mean that.
Oh, you're
And,
very nice to say that.
I kicked that over to you, but that'll slack after a while. That's the way. That's the way it goes. I fully
Ride
expect
Chris
that.
till Wednesday. And,
Yeah.
then
I love that we did a promo, and then we redid it, and then we redid it, and then we had to read it, and then we had to explain it.
So anyway, based on our sagging advertising sales, I really hope that people go out and buy the audiobook. I am very excited
they're gonna
about
love
that.
it. There's
you.
there's archival audio in it, stuff you haven't heard in years.
That's cool.
Really neat stuff. You're gonna
Our
love
best
it.
audiobook
Yes.
ever.
It is. Thank you, Pony.
Very, very
Let
good.
us up, Pony.
And how are you, Pony? How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling much better, Mike. There was a lot of throwing
79
up on
minutes a
Thursday.
day. Guy couldn't post for work there last week. Just
Are you down to
astonishing
79
me.
pounds?
God, I felt like it. But
Really?
Food poisoning, my friend.
Would you like to elaborate? Take your hands off the keyboard. Would you like to elaborate on exactly how what kind of illness you had that prevented you from coming into the studio last week?
Well, it's the kind that makes you get up every 10 minutes and either throw something up or throw nothing up, but you at least try to throw something up, and then you realize it's 4 o'clock in the morning and you haven't slept, and you keep throwing up, and then you send a message to Rob and the guys, and then you keep throwing up some more.
So did it just come out? I hate to be specific, but we all like it.
Mike, you're a
Was
journalist.
it one end or the other end? Was it both
Every
ends?
possible end that you can think of.
Yeah.
Mike,
it
as
was one
Jerry
of those
Lewis would
days.
say, like a goddamn dike exploded.
Yes, I had blood coming from, but it wasn't blood. Did you do you feel this was a food poisoning situation?
It was definitely a food poisoning situation. There's some kind of weird, like Caribbean sausages that I ate. And yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, you
Weird Caribbean sausages. Did you?
That's what you're into.
Where did you get these?
I got them
do you
at-
trace it? I always trace stuff if I feel like I have food poison.
They were Wegmans brand, so Rob's going to be happy to hear that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is it worth all that? Is it worth all
Wow.
that?
Did you cook them thoroughly?
Yeah, and they were pre-cooked too.
Oh.
Not very
Caribbean. Were they
Yeah.
imported?
I don't think so. I think they were just kind of made by Wegmans. They're in the U.S.
That's right, in the
So,
Caribbean department, Mike.
Yes.
Do you
of course.
happen to remember the name of them?
No, it was just like Wegmans brand
Another guy,
Caribbean sausage
another
product.
detailed sweater right here. Just to, the guy, there's something near kills him, and it's like.
I think I know what it is. It's that Goya adobo. My mom calls it. Get me the adobe, and I'm like, what's adobe? And she goes, whatever. She starts yelling the yellow bottle, and it's just a bunch of spices from Latin America.
Okay.
My mom puts that on anything and calls it a Spanish dish. That's what people do now these days.
Yeah.
Like,
are you sure they were
spice.
from the Caribbean?
They were Caribbean flavored.
Like so,
Whatever
jerk
that
was it
means.
a jerk flavor?
It wasn't jerk. It was like Scotch bonnet peppers, which are great throwing up.
Scotch
They're
bonnet.
really hot going down. And
See, he
coming out,
knows
it's even
all
better.
this. He's not giving us
What
any
is
because he doesn't
this?
want to sound like a food snob, but he knows all this stuff. Scotch bonnet peppers. That sounds like something. That's something that like Julia Child would
or
have.
I'd pay
on
for
the-
some sexual act.
You told him to take his fingers off the keyboard. Do you think you could Google up what these sausages are?
I'm doing it. Don't worry about
All
it.
right,
I'm
very
already
good.
on it.
I
I'm
don't
doing
think
it
Mike's
right
on
now.
it right now. He's
Scotch
talking
bonnet
and Scotch
peppers.
bonneting right
Scotch
now.
bonnet is like
There
the
you go.
second hottest
Show
pepper
name.
out there.
Scotch
Behind
bonnet.
the ghost pepper?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then, so they burn twice.
Absolutely.
It's a pork-based sausage or a beef-based sausage?
Is it a new
Pork-based.
product, Pony? Is it a new? Because it says the story behind our new Jamaican-style jerk.
Then it must be new.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey
it's pretty
man, that's an ugly jacket you're wearing. There's that
Just
Jamaican
insults
jerk.
you all the time.
Oh, I was
Jamaican jerk.
I was thinking it might
New
be
character. Should have done that one. It would have been better than the Greek. It would have been better than Greece if I did that. Caribbean jerk.
Well,
You know? Jamaican jerk.
So you're at a party and he comes up to you and what does he say?
Hey man, how you doing? Hey, you look like you gained some weight. You got fat man. You got fat man, huh? Is this your girlfriend, man? My girlfriend's prettier, man. Yeah, man. That's the Jamaican jerk. I can't be the first guy that's done that. I cannot be the first guy that has done that. Man. Hey, look at all this money I got, man. I'm richer than anybody in this room, man. Hey, there's that Jamaican jerk again.
What about he walks upon you and you're changing your flat tire because you got a flat.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm driving by, man. Next time, buy a nicer car, man. Maybe your car don't get flat, man. Yeah. There you go. Boy, what a Jamaican jerk he was.
What about you're walking up the stairs and you trip and fall?
Hey, man, I'm going to sue your ass, man. I just broke my neck on your stairs, man. What kind of stairs are these? Who built these, man? You're going to be hearing from my lawyer, man. What a Jamaican jerk.
What if you're at a fine restaurant and you get a big gravy stain on your shirt? You don't want anyone to see it, but
Right.
it's obviously there. And a fellow walks up and says,
Hey, man, I noticed that big old stain. Is that biological, man? You've been spending some time getting spooge on your jacket, man.
Do you have any like Jamaican tropical music or anything like that? This is gonna be
it's a
perfect.
steel drum.
Yeah,
Because the
man.
steel drum comes on when he starts insulting you, right? Because he walks up, and when he's approaching you, you hear the steel drums coming because he always has guys following him with the steel drums.
sure.
And then he insults you. So that's when the insult actually comes.
Hey, man, I want to talk to you about my favorite people, man. I like Kanye West, man. He's my favorite artist, man. He says some important things, man. I would have jumped on that stage and interrupt the other people to get the awards, man. At the same time doing that, man.
So,
you big, yes.
The Jamaican jerk walks upon. I just dropped my iPhone and the screen is cracked, and he just saw me do it. Right?
Hey,
He
man.
just saw me do it.
I got an Android, man. You got that stupid iPhone, man. That's why it's cheap with that crappy screen, man. You don't understand, yes. All day long I got that. I got the better products than you, man, because I'm smarter, man. Okay, have a nice day. Bye-bye, man. Man, what a Jamaican jerk.
He just insults
Can't
you
stand that guy.
when you're
Hey,
down.
man. Well, we're not going to get the music. But anyway, so it was a Caribbean-style sausage, correct?
Absolutely.
Wow.
And it was so good when I ate it, but God damn it, I can never have another one of those
It's
things
not
again.
Wegmans Italian Classics all pork hot Italian sausage.
No, those are fantastic. They never got me sick.
Does
You eat a lot of sausage, don't you?
Oh, I love
I've had food poisoning before. By the way, the
Chorizo.
upside from food poisoning,
Bratwurst.
best diet ever.
Sure.
Like you will drop 15 to 20
100%. Absolutely.
without any work. Now you'll pay for it on the way while it's going on, but when you're done, man, could you wear that tight suit that you thought you couldn't fit into?
You know, Oscar, there are a multitude of reasons why I will not have a long life expectancy, but I think that one of the major ones
Yes.
is my body battles vomiting more than any human being known to mankind.
You're not a good vomiter?
I do not. It is extraordinarily rare that I can actually vomit because I just don't. So I think even when I really am sick, and it probably a month ago, I ate something that really made me feel like crap, and I couldn't do it, and I want to because when you have that poison in you and you finally evacuate,
it's the best.
It's the best feeling.
It's not the best, Pony, but it's
when
something
you feel
want to
that bad,
do.
What if sometimes you were crippled by food poisoning and you actually have to stop in the street and you're in front of all these people and you're throwing up? And some guy from the islands comes up to make fun of you. What do you suppose he says?
Now, hold on. Stop it right there. You found your music, didn't you?
I did.
You found your music, and now we're going to go all the way back to the Caribbean jerk. Is that what
the
it
comedy
is?
circle?
The
Mike.
Jamaican jerk. The Jamaican
come
jerk.
back around.
Whoa, man, you make a big spectacle of yourself puking on the street, man. Get that out of there. I don't care how sick you are. You're in front of my car, man. I'm driving with my family. I have to watch you barf. I don't care. I'm not going to offer you any assistance, man. Not going to be happening with your puking in the street. I don't care about my fellow man. I'm the Jamaican jerk, man.
Wait a second. He comes to your house to watch the big game, and he sees that you have a little screen burn going on. But nobody's talking about it.
Hey, man, I go to somebody else's house for the big game next time. I'm not going to watch it on your cheap little TV. Where that made, man? Hungary? Eastern Europe, man. Get yourself a real TV without the screen burn, man. I want to watch the game and see all the numbers in the players. Get yourself a 4K, man.
Hold on. He's carpooling with you. He gets in your car and sees that your windshield is cracked.
Yes.
Hey, man, you got an insurance policy on this car, man? You get the big crack in your windshield. You don't take care of the details, man. You drive all these nice people to work every day. We got to look at your cheap skate crack screen, man. What's the deal?
And who are you?
I'm the Jamaican jerk, man.
Because the steel drum offsets.
It makes him happier. It makes him happier.
You don't pay me enough, man. You don't pay me enough to work with these people, man. It's crazy, man. Yeah, I love.
We're gonna have to massage that. I love that.
That's good stuff.
Great. Oh well. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, Rob's wife went to their favorite place in the world. Anybody know what it is?
Oh, I think it's probably KD.
King's Dominion, and posted a picture of or some kind of post about being at the water park, and it propelled me to go to the King's Dominion Water Park Facebook page.
Oh.
You'll never believe what I found out there. We're going to all go there if it's still there and you can get it. I saved it yesterday. We'll talk about that when we come back. The happiest place on earth. We'll be right back on the Mike O'Mara Show.
What in the hell? Damn it.
Hey, Billy Bub. What is wrong?
My phone just died. I had it for years.
What kind of phone was it?
It's one of them Nokia models I got back in 2000. I almost beat my high score in that snake game, and the freaking phone shut off.
What? Well, it's about time you get an upgrade.
I guess I gotta get me one of those new brainy phones, Sanjeev.
Actually, my very good friends can help you decide which smartphone is best for you. Mr. Oscar Santana and Todd Moore are fantastic with technology news, trends, popular apps, and more. You must listen to their podcast, Tech 411, which is available on the TMOS app.
Thanks, Sanjeev. I'll check it out.
Your personal guide to everything tech. Tech 411 with Oscar Santana and Todd Moore. Brought to you by Mass Broadcasting.
He's still churning him out. Give that guy a plug again. What's his name?
Mike Brunner. Great job. We'd like to hear
Mike
some more
Brunner.
stuff. Yeah.
Well done. We really appreciate it. That's a listener, everybody.
Thanks,
That guy ought to be on the payroll. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Hey, what's worse than running out of razors? Paying top dollar drugstore prices for razors. But you don't have to worry about that anymore thanks to Harry's. We've been telling you about Harry's for months now, and we love this advertiser because our listeners love them, and we love them, and we use them. Harry's takes the guesswork out of shaving because they send blades direct to your door based on how often you shave. And even better, Harry's is giving new customers additional $5 off their first monthly subscription order with the coupon code TMOS. The Harry's Shave Plan ships high-quality razors straight to your door for as little as $3 a month. Harry's has such confidence in their German-engineered blades that there is a 100% satisfaction guarantee, and your first shave plan order includes a free handle for your razor. How great is that? Start your Harry's monthly subscription and never worry about buying blades again, ever. As a special offer for new customers, get your free razor and save $5 off your first subscription with the code TMOS at checkout. That's harrys.com, HARRYS.com, and the code TMOS, and start shaving better today at Harry's. Thank you very, very, very much. So, yesterday, Carrie posts on Facebook that they're at King's Dominion. I didn't think Rob was there. You can always tell because Rob's going to outpost Carrie if he's somewhere.
Sure,
That's usually the way it goes. So when she posts something and it's with the kids, what she took your daughter down and her friend? Or?
No, just Robert and Julia and her. They had some family obligations in Newport News where she still has some family. And King's Dominion is halfway. So if they're driving there anyway, they go, they spend a few hours at the park, and then they continue on to their destination. Yeah. And I had to stay home because, there's work and someone has to mind the dog. So I did not get a chance to go this time.
Now, do you get bummed out? Or is it so much for your kids? I mean, I know you and Carrie both love it too. But do you get bummed out when they're going and you're not going? I would have loved
to have gone. But the main thing was really that we couldn't leave Linus by himself. And it would have been tough to, have him alone for like 14 hours, so we couldn't really do it.
You can't get a dog sitter to come in?
We might have, but, it was a last-minute call.
Gotcha.
But anyway, I would have loved to have gone there, watched the kids, and had a turkey leg and done the whole thing. And also, Mike, the new thing they have this year are Jamaican sausages, which are delicious.
I think they have a new ride, too.
No new rides this year.
What did they have last year?
Last year, they debuted... No, I think the newest ride is still the Intimidator, the 305 Intimidator.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
But, Mike, they announced, oh, my God, August 9th, last day for the Shockwave, the stand-up roller coaster, which debuted like 25 years ago, I think, and they're going to take it out and free up some space in Candy Apple Grove. Who knows what's going to be there?
In Candy Apple Grove.
Who knows what's going to be
me?
there? I was there the year it opened.
Oh, my God, I don't care. Anyway,
Coaster enthusiasts, it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Right,
There's so many of them.
But anyway. Joel Rogers cares.
He does. Yes.
So anyway, they're at the water park yesterday because I would imagine if it's hot up in Maine, as it was, hot down where you guys are, much hotter. And so I go on, for some reason, I think she may have posted it on the King's Dominion Water Park page or something like that. Whatever happened,
the Facebook page?
She checked in, and that probably links you to the page.
I just saw the post, Mike.
I go to the King's Dominion Water Park page
to click like.
Just to look at it, and I start scrolling just randomly, and it's got kids at the park and people with nice little pictures at the park, and one thing I will say, King's Dominion, it's a melting pot.
Mike, everybody's welcome because you know why? There's no nationality for fun. Everyone likes to have a good time.
Acceptance.
Right.
Absolutely. And I was a big fan of Angel Castillo's picture, too, with his lovely bride.
Are you sure it's not pronounced Angel, like the guy on Rockford Files?
I have no idea. But there's Carrie's. More terrifying than the drop zone or a warm wave pool packed with strangers is walking around the water park in my bathing suit. So funny little aside from Carrie, and that got me to the King's Dominion Water Park Facebook page.
Were you hoping to see a picture of Carrie in her bathing suit?
No, because I was scrolling down just to see who else was there. It's like, everybody's having fun. It's summertime. Mm-hmm. And as I get further down, I see a picture that I have to go. Are you guys on the page?
I'm on the page now, Mike.
All right. So, Oscar, you've gotten to Carrie's post?
Yes, I got to Carrie's post.
All right, scroll down to where you see what appears to be a very large African American family.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people in the one picture.
Yes.
Have you gotten to that yet?
Yes, I have.
All right, scroll past, and there are 2 of those pictures, and then scroll below that says D.A. Howard. Have you gotten to that page?
Wow.
Okay.
The key word is curate. Curate your page.
This is obviously not curated. There is a picture of a woman.
Wow.
That has been taken by a person in back of the person, and she is breastfeeding, and you get nipple in the picture. And here is seriously, Da Howard writes this, and this is 17 hours ago at Kings Dominion Water Park. The crazy things you see, I know have to fed yo kids, but why will you sit? Oh, here it is. The crazy things you see. I know you have to fed yo kids, but why will you sit in front of me not alone at King's Dominion in front of a lot of kids and do this, SH, in front of me, SMDH. And it is a woman. You got it. Did you show Rob the picture?
Yes, I've seen it.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Did you? I'm just curious. And this woman appears to be sitting on a chaise lounge.
She's obviously at the wave pool, Mike.
The wave pool.
She's at the wave pool, and she has. And it's one. Look, I don't know how you feel about public breastfeeding, but I'm somebody that I've been married to 2 different women who breastfed children, and I've been around it, so I'm sympathetic to it. But I'm not sure how I would react to this. If I was at a wave pool and the woman chose to whip it out there, and I mean, she is there for the whole world to see.
This is the issue. One, they clearly have to someone has got to monitor their pages,
Right.
because
Yeah.
it's not fair to the.
It's not an attractive woman by any stretch of the
It's not fair to the
imagination.
woman in the picture because someone else took this picture, right?
No, it's like a
And
surveillance
posted it.
photo, yeah.
Exactly.
And but on the other hand, Mike does bring up a good point, and people have been talking about this forever. It's quite one thing. Look, if I walk by a park and a woman's got, a blanket she's covering, and I know
Right.
she's feeding,
Tasteful.
whatever.
I think it
God
can
bless
actually
you.
be a beautiful thing.
God
I
bless
think.
you. You
Truly
know,
like
you're
that.
taking care of your family. It's awesome. But if you're at a wave pool and you have a bathing
wave
suit
pool.
on,
It's disgusting.
and you're not even covering up the fact that you're doing something private. And how about the UV rays? How about this? It's an infant kid. Let's cover them up a little bit, right?
But then let me play devil's advocate. It's very important to remain hydrated in the summertime, and someone has finally figured out a way how to beat those high concession stand prices. So there is a plus and a minus here. But I would
What was
think
the
that,
temperature? What would the temperature have been yesterday?
I think
at,
yesterday
KD?
upper 80s, probably 90
Yeah,
degrees.
but with the humidity.
Oh, very high.
That's
very
what
high.
murdered
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Do you know it was 90 here yesterday?
What?
It was 90 here. Yeah, it was 90 here yesterday.
Did they
It was,
call in the fire department?
It was
Because it
strange.
never
It
gets
was-
that hot up there.
Oh, it does now. Look, if you don't think the planet's burning up, come up where it never, where 80 degrees inland was a big deal 20 years ago. Now it's routine and happens a lot. But I'm looking at this, and you got a few factors here. This is, and I don't want to discriminate against people because
Mike.
they're not attractive.
Maybe it's cultural, because and I'll say this as far as breastfeeding is concerned, right? I know that when I used to go to Bolivia on a regular basis,
right?
Some people would cover up and some people wouldn't. It wouldn't really matter. As a kid, you don't process that, and I was still young at an age where you're like, oh, that's someone's kid, right? As an adult, I find that the majority of women that cover up are, either assimilated or they're with, they've been in this country for some time. The people, and my people do this as well, the Latinos, some of them don't cover up. And at times I'm like, well, maybe they just got here and they're still assimilating.
Sure.
Because in different cultures, they look at nudity in different ways. And also, there's another part that I thought about when I just saw this picture was this: how sterile is a wave pool? Like, is that a good place to actually break out?
Plenty of chlorine.
Well,
Da
not
Howard.
that. I've been
Da
there.
Howard says the worst thing she did when we was at the water park, and she had just got out the water and can right over there and pick that baby up. It started feeding her.
Well,
didn't clean the nipples or nothing when she wet also in the baby.
Did he
laying
write
on
a
her wet
novel?
self.
This is a fantastic
Da
post.
Well, it's just he's the guy that's or she. Let me see, Da Howard.
Dud Howard may have a proclivity for
Howard.
this. He might have a proclivity
It's a lady.
for this.
Da Howard is a lady. Da
So
Howard
she
is
may
a
have a
lady.
proclivity for this because she's really documenting this to a level that's uncomfortable.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
very concerned. I mean,
She
it could
says-
be,
she
her
says
heart might be in
chilling-
the right place.
She said, chilling with my god baby tonight.
Oh, that's
she
very
watched
sweet.
her godmama perm washed and blow dried my hair, and she didn't cry. So I'm just.
That's nothing wrong with that post, Mike.
No, but I mean,
the
I'm
post
just
of the
nothing.
breastfeeding that's
just-
a little much.
And also, again,
It's interesting that she actually writes her posts in such a way that
that's upsetting. The grammar, even for a guy like
no, but I
me.
mean, but it's obviously a concerted effort to write like that. I think that's that she's writing her
Is she
posts
writing in
like
shorthand?
But also,
that.
then
Seems
again,
like some sort of. It seems like some sort of shorthand. Oscar. I don't know. I'm too white.
you need
I
to
don't
get
know
back,
this.
Mike, to
I
one
don't
of
know.
your first points, one of Oscar's first points. If someone says something detrimental to our show or our family or ourselves, we block them or at least take their post down. This is a big business, King's Dominion.
Yeah.
And they're letting this fly on their Facebook
Well,
page?
it's to be fair to the woman that's
Lady
breastfeeding.
Iraq writes, OMG, imagine the germs this baby takes in daily. She don't look clean at all. Some people don't need kids.
See, that's just not nice.
And also
That's
imagine
not
the
nice
kind
at
of
all.
person,
Nice.
the kind of person that visits the King's Dominion Water Park Facebook page on a daily basis just to stay informed.
Oscar, do you notice when you go on this page that doesn't have an overseer, the actual you've got 4 or 5 of these pictures.
And
that's,
there are some pictures here of was it wave pool goers?
Sure.
That they look like they're having fun, but put in the wrong context, maybe maybe not the best place to have these pictures, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
it's look, who knows? It just got me thinking about King's Dominion and what a fun place it is. It's really.
Why
truly
must you
good.
hate what I
Road
love?
trip.
I know, because you talk about it all the time.
What's
and
the
I talk
peanut-
about you all the
What's
time.
the Peanuts little park they have?
Planet Snoopy?
Yes.
Yeah, there's no breastfeeding in Planet Snoopy.
Yeah, that I don't know. I would imagine anybody ever get sick coming out of the. I remember I took my kids to Great Wolf Lodge, and
Right.
Elizabeth got walking pneumonia twice. 2 trips to Great Wolf Lodge, 2 walking pneumonias. I remember.
We live at King's Dominion, and every time we leave, we feel better than when we got there. However, one trip to Wegmans, and Pony has cheating down.
There he is. Made his points. We'll take a break. Come back with
This
more fun.
page is out of control.
Well, it is. We'll take a break. Come back with more fun and more thrills on the Mike O'Mara Show. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, man. How you doing? How you doing? You know, buying and selling a house is probably the biggest decision that you will make in your lifetime. You need to do it with the best realtor, and that's why you need HomeLight. HomeLight is the best new way to find your perfect real estate agent. You know, up here in the wilds of Maine, you see a lot of houses that were for sale last year, and then you see the signs that have been taken out of the front yard. And I always wonder when I see these houses, I wonder if they ever used like a HomeLight website. They might be able to do better, get themselves the creme de la creme of realtors. HomeLight's technology analyzes home sales data and client reviews to find the best real estate agent for you based on actual past performance. So this is a nationwide website where they know how to do it. They're using strategies that will get you the very best. HomeLight agents are all top 5% producers, and they are proven to sell faster. And here's the best part, for up to a 9% higher selling price. If I hear this ad, if I'm driving along and I'm listening to this ad and I hear what I am saying right now, I will never, ever list a house without going to this particular website. HomeLight has already helped thousands of folks in D.C. and all over the USA buy and sell their homes. Best of all, it's absolutely free for our listeners, and you get a $200 gift card when you buy or sell with a HomeLight agent. That's a nice little tip in after you sell or buy a house. Visit HomeLight.com today. That's HomeLight.com. Click the microphone in the right-hand corner and enter the promo code TMOS to contact your perfect agent through the HomeLight website. Or you can call them 844-321-AGENT. That's 844-321-AGENT, and tell them that Mike sent you. HomeLight.com, the best way to find a real estate agent, and we thank you. Yeah, talking about heat, I was a little baby yesterday. I was a whiny little baby, even more than I normally whine, And it occurred to me just how soft I am after all these years. I grew up in a home, a tiny little house with no air conditioning, and when we had a heat wave, we dealt with it. And I realized that since I moved away from home, I have never been outside living in a residence without climate control of some kind, and I've turned into a complete and utter wuss. I was just like,
Well, you say
like
90
fat
degrees.
old lady on a porch.
I have
yesterday.
to imagine that in Maine, 90 degrees, it probably wasn't humid, though.
A dry
Yes,
heat,
it
Mike.
was.
Really?
It was balls hot. And the only thing that's great about up here is that at 7 o'clock, right when that sun starts to begin to go down, it's like somebody turns on a thermostat. It's just, it cools rapidly. But in the middle of the day, I was sitting there, and I just said to myself, I actually said this to myself, you are being such a complete candy ass. Just going, I don't want to. Carla's like, did you take the trash down to the garage? I said, I don't want to. It's too hot. It's too hot. And then we had the discussion about whether we pull the trigger on the little wall unit up here. Because I talked about doing the show, and to be honest with you, right now, as we speak, doing the show right now, no climate control in this home whatsoever. And I thought about it. But then I said no, because it's going to be 3, 4, maybe 5 days all summer long up in this part of the country to get this.
Right.
It's not worth the investment to
and
do it.
It'll make noise.
Yeah, you can't run it during the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it would be across the room. I think we would probably be able to get away with it. I think we would get away. But I said, to me, it's just nobody else does it up here. You really rarely
Don't
see
be that guy, Mike.
Eric. I don't want to be that wimp.
Yeah.
No.
So I'll probably be going out today to get one.
Especially since, no, you won't, will you?
No, because the temperature is regular.
Will you get a wall unit or a portable?
Well, that's the question I asked. Do you guys have you? Well,
I have
Oscar,
both.
you have
I
both.
have both right now.
Please to explain your portable and how that works. The portable
I
looks
have a
like
portable.
a humidifier, right? You have a portable?
Yeah, it looks like an R2D2 because.
But I thought you have central air conditioning in
We
your house.
do, but in our main, like our family room, in the morning we get direct sunlight, and when we get a really bad heat wave, it's just sometimes that room just gets a little warm. And this is like just a little helper for us.
Who's being the candy ass now? You've
Hey, I
got
never
an
said
extra,
I wasn't. Never
you
said I
have
wasn't.
a portable air conditioner with central air
There's a
conditioning.
lot of
That's
surface
incredible.
area to cool, Mike.
That's right, and I throw off a lot of heat. Stupidity generates heat, Oscar, and I'm just pouring it. There's lines coming off me.
He calls himself stupid every show. He shouldn't
But
do
it's
that.
it's a nice little helper. We haven't used it this year, but I would say that based on this, and I wonder what Oscar's opinion is, go for the wall unit.
Yeah, the wall unit is a better unit. It all depends on the BTUs you're pushing out, Mike.
Well, the wall units are cheaper than the portable.
Well, the thing is about the portable is that you have to worry about where to put the water.
The worst part of both of these units is the effing hassle to, like your mom did one time, carry it up, make sure it doesn't fall
You
out the
remember that
window.
story.
Yes.
That's such a sad
I think
story.
about that story every time I'm putting my guys back in the window.
Right.
Because I said,
Yeah.
let's not pull a Mary O'Mara. Let's not do this.
I gotta share.
And then I have
I'm
to
gonna
tell
get
Shannon
that.
the
Isolate
story.
that. So that let me real quick.
Yeah,
I will
please.
share this story with you. My father was. I think back in the day they didn't have a name for it, but it would have been COPD. He smoked all his life,
Right.
and he had that COPD, and he was very, very sick for a long period of time. And at a certain point in his life, he stopped really being able to do the handy things around the house, and my mom had to do a lot of stuff. So they had a heat wave at my childhood home, and it was finally the moment where they said, after all these years, we need to be able to breathe better in this house because he was having breathing issues. We need a wall unit for their upstairs bedroom. And so my mom was going to go out and get the air conditioner. She went out to the store, and my father said to her, Mary, do not bring that thing up yourself. You let Bob Chappell do it. Let the next door neighbor help you with it. Bob Chappell, the next door neighbor, please don't do that. Please don't get the. And so my dad was in one room of the house, and he was resting in the afternoon. And my mom, being the type A that she is, this massive, and they were so heavy back in the day.
Yep.
And she hauled this thing upstairs. God bless her. This is a funny story, but it almost breaks my heart to tell you this. And she's got her infirmed husband there, and he's got kids that are both in, far away. We couldn't come across town, and we would have done it gladly. And she's bringing this thing up the stairs, and it's a struggle for her, but she gets it up there, and she is wrestling it out of the box. She gets it up to the window, and my dad makes his way upstairs, which in those days was quite a slow process for him to get up there. He gets upstairs, comes into their bedroom, sees her with the unit in the window, and says, "Mary," he had that baritone, "Mary, what are you doing?" And she goes, "Bah!" Lets go of it. It falls out of the window, crashes to the ground in a million pieces down below, and she bursts into tears. And they asked him about, well, what did you do about the air conditioner after that? He says, "We don't talk about air conditioners in this house anymore." They dealt with the heat.
That would be heartbreaking.
Oh, it was such an amazing story. It's amazing you remember that, but that was the that was the true story.
Mike, I'm on the third floor, so if mine goes, the second floor goes, and the first floor goes.
Like the Three Stooges bunk beds.
Oh, yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
When was the last time you replaced your wall unit in your 1910 condo?
We take them out every fall. Every fall we take them out, right? And we put them back in when it starts getting warm again, spring, summer. And
How old are they? Are they relatively new?
They're relatively new, but they weigh a ton.
Sure, still heavy as balls.
They weigh a ton. It's not worth like whatever disc you're going to slip to get it up the stairs and put it in the window. It's not worth it.
What you got to look at, Mike, not only are your BTUs, but also the square footage you're going to be cooling.
Yeah.
And can you isolate it? Like, what's a big deal is if you're doing a bedroom, can you shut the door? Because you don't want to cool an entire floor. You just want to cool the bedroom.
I can shut the bedroom
and
door.
But the advantage to the wall unit is that the condenser will drip outside.
You don't have to deal with that. And then, two, the advantage for some that say that they don't need, they have a small condenser built in.
Sure.
The stand-up ones, those are way more, by the way, than the ones that actually go in the window.
You got to empty them.
You have to empty them. You have to deal with it the entire time.
Let me ask you this. So do you need, when you have a portable air conditioner, and I was looking at these last night on Amazon, when you have a portable air conditioner, does it have a hose that goes out the window?
Yeah, what happens, there'll be a heat exhaust hose that almost looks like a, like a dryer hose, maybe a little bigger than that.
Yeah.
And then it has like a
Where do you
drip
put
pan.
that?
That goes also out the window.
It's
that's not going to work for me because I'll get bugs in if I do that.
It is unsightly.
It looks horrible.
Yeah, it looks horrible.
Really?
Like I walk in there all the time. It's like I got R2D2 that looks like he's hooked up to life support, and I'm sitting there and I just like, this guy is supposed to cool this whole room.
Right.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Do your wall units work for you pretty well?
The one in the window, kinda.
What's the brand? Do you know?
It's actually it's a new one. It's from the company called Quirky, and I can run it.
Quirky?
Quirky.
You can look much better.
No. QUI.
Becca, why is the room so high?
QUIRKY. You animals. No.
I'm a Quirky air conditioner. I put the air conditioning in. I'm gonna get an apple.
It's Quirky, you jerks.
Quirky?
Quirky.
Of course, Mike.
Yeah,
That's
the Wi-Fi
what is it?
one.
Spell it for me again, please.
Quirky. QUIRKY.
Well, that's a horrible name for a product.
No,
but how's that? Hey, Phil, how's that air conditioner working? Well, it's kind of it's up and down, kind of quirky.
Yeah, it works every now and then.
Well, it's actually. The story's great. It's a lab that takes all, like, say you have an idea, Rob, right?
Okay.
And you sketch it in, you have the patents for it, you've designed it. Quirky decides if they're going to make it for you now and share the revenue with you. So some guy decided to make a better wall unit. So I ordered it.
What's the advantage? It's the thing that makes your room cool.
Yeah, but this one is lighter than the rest, just by a few pounds.
All right.
It's the style is much nicer. It doesn't look as unsightly as a wall unit does on the inside, and you can run it through your phone. So if you want
Eros Quirky.
Thank you. That's what it is.
Mike, is that EROS because it's erotic? Is it a bedroom unit?
Sounds great.
Quirky Eros app. Here it is for him.
Yeah.
App enabled. It's app enabled.
Sure.
He can control it from his phone.
Yeah.
That's why he likes it. That's why
Bluetooth
he
air
likes
conditioner.
it. But they've teamed up with GE, so it's not.
It's a solid unit. But Mike, nothing replaces a nice central air system.
That'll never happen here.
It just does not. And if you really think about it, there are times where I feel like a fan, like one of those window fans, would take up less room and less clunky and less of a bitch to install.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Might be a
box
better
fan
play.
or an oscillating fan?
No, a fan. They sell the fans that go in windows.
Oh, a window fan.
Yeah, window fan.
You know what?
You're good
And
to
those
go.
are super cheap, right?
Yes, those are cheap, and you get them on Amazon.
And what's
get them
great,
delivered to your house.
if you get a really powerful one, it can really suck a lot of
Oscar
pollen
has
in.
just, when we moved into this house, the skeeters are really horrible up here, right?
Sure.
You know? And incidentally, I'm doing Maine a disservice. I'm painting a very bad picture of this state. It's a beautiful place to be. It's gorgeous up here. I love the temperature. I love the moose. I love all the crap.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, but the thing.
Thank you, Bernie Sanders.
But
Right from the brochure, Mike.
I cannot open a window up here without a screen in it. And one of the windows in this bedroom, we only have 2 small windows in this bedroom, and you can see it. I'll show it to you. It's right over
give us a
there.
tour.
I have a fan.
You got a fan?
You know what you might need, Mike?
Ooh.
Look at that.
Imagine that window with 2 fans in there running on electricity.
And what about
this? If I could seal the window and have the fan like an air conditioner in there,
That's
I
what
could
these
put
do.
it. I could put it in the window that doesn't have the screen, and I kill 2 birds with one stone.
Where the other window? Where is it? Is it across the way, or is it?
It's
on
right. It's right along the same wall as
It's
the
right
other
on the
one.
same wall. Because I was
That's
thinking,
where it
God,
is.
it's a shame you don't have them across the way, because then you could use 2 fans and actually force ventilation
That's true.
through the room.
Hey, can
I
we see
think
where
you've
Carlos
answered it.
sleeps? Do you mind moving that?
No, you cannot. You sick pervert. You cannot do that. That's not fair. With the O'Maras this weekend, we had a wonderful weekend. We actually went to the Great White North. We went across the border to Canada because Elizabeth, as we said on last week's show, Elizabeth wanted to go to Canada so she could have a legal drink. As it turned out, she couldn't do that, but we went up anyway because she got her passport. It finally arrived, and we took the road trip through the Great White North to Canada. And I'm talking about we went through about 40 or 50 miles of nothing. I mean, nothing but pine trees. When you drive, anybody that's ever driven in the wilderness will tell you this, that when you're driving at a certain point, you get to about an hour into it, and you suddenly, at least I do because I'm a paranoid, I think about, if anybody in this car got really sick, we'd be in a world of hurt right now because there is nothing and no one out here. But it was you get about half an hour goes by and you're done marveling at the scenery, and then you realize that you're just on a little 2-lane road in the middle of nowhere.
You wish you had a sat phone.
Yeah, I did. I started thinking about being so far, at about the time I think this happened. I didn't share this with anybody. I didn't share this with anybody in my family. I think I may have had a minor little anxiety attack, like right towards the end.
Because you were so isolated?
I just felt like I felt a little lightheaded, and then we went through, I think maybe there was a paper mill somewhere where this horrible, horrible smell from outside came into the car, and I didn't know what it was, but it smelled like when you go by, when you drive down through Georgia and you smell those factories, and they're making some kind of crap down there. We got that, and suddenly I was like, I really got like woozy, and I was just sitting there, I said, it's the big one, and then I remembered, because that happens with me because of anxiety sometimes, started taking deep breaths, and about that time, we came upon the Irving gas station that's up here. Irving is the name of them.
Was he there?
Irving, hi, how are you doing? Hey, it's great.
Hello, I'm Irving Gas
How you
Station.
doing? Hey, vote for me for president. Oh, yeah, make sure get a honey bun, a Slurpee, and a Phillip at the same time. Now, so there was an Irving there, and then shortly thereafter, we were at the border, and the fun of crossing the border, which even when you're totally innocent and you are not,
hide the Quaaludes.
You don't have the drugs in the car. It still is a bit of a nervous. If anybody, a lot of people have never crossed a border in their lives.
I've crossed many.
It's
Mike.
interesting.
I know that's how.
That's why you're here, Oscar. Yeah, some of them legal, some of them illegal.
Now, when you cross the border, I remember I spent about 18 minutes in Canada when I went to the other side to see Niagara Falls.
Yes.
Can you get by with just a driver's license for that, or do you need a passport?
We had passports. We had all our passports. I think the days of the driver's license are gone. I don't.
I think you need a passport.
Post 9/11.
Yes,
Post 9/11.
days.
I think you need a passport.
Yeah.
I think that's the way it goes.
Unless you're running from the law.
Yeah. So the only mistake I made was coming back across the border with the border crossing guard. You see the Canadian guys when you go in, and the Americans when you come out.
Red jackets and the hats.
Well, they are. You see on the side of the police cars up there is RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. That's the name. Now, why do you laugh at that? Why do you laugh? Because that's what they're called.
He doesn't have his passport now.
Hello now. Yes, sirree. Everybody's Dudley Do-Right.
That's
to Rob
why
with
I
this,
laugh. It's so quaint.
We go up there, and it was probably 2 hours and 45 minutes to drive. And when we got to this little town called St. Andrews, where we grabbed some lunch, you look around, and it's like any tourist town anywhere. There's really nothing all that. The only thing I would tell you that's really spectacular about it is the tidal fluctuation. That in this town by the sea, low tide and high tide, there's a massive difference between them. It's an incredible tidal surge that they get. So you don't, you have piers that are way up in the air because they have to accommodate the tide. That's the way.
Do you think that it would have been a more noticeable sort of visit if you have gone maybe 3 towns further into Canada? The fact that you went to like the first town, that's why it was like a tourist town?
Well, it's not technically the first town, but it's where we had gone the last time, and we did a little more exploring, and we took some of the ferry boats that they have in the Canadian maritime system that they have. Hello there, and it was
everybody astern.
It was fine. It was it was a big boat. Got some of the kids were fascinated with the Canadian money, the loonie or whatever the hell it's called, and and so we it was a nice afternoon. Then when I came back in, the only mistake I made, sir, you're going to need to remove those sunglasses. I was like, oh boy. I went, why?
Don't you know who I am?
Yeah, don't you know who I am? Here's my card, officer. Thanks for protecting our country and keeping it safe. But a very crowded border crossing. We were the one car that was crossing the border.
And Mike, can you quickly gauge the mood of the Canadian Nationals?
Rob, I know you've been curious about this, and I know you want to know, and I'm going to give you the facts as I see them. And
yes.
It takes a lot for me to admit when I was wrong, but I believe after spending a day at the Dollarama on the other side of the Canadian border, they are poised for the attack.
Of course. Mr. Trump, focus your attention north.
Yes, the only thing we brought back was chocolate bars that you can only get in Canada, not here in the States. That was I didn't eat any of them because I wasn't allowed to eat anything. God damn it. We'll take a break. Come back with news you may not need on the Mike O'Mara Show.
It's Tony and Gary.
Hey there, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tony Perkins.
I'm Shirley MacLaine.
No, you're not, but you have an interesting encounter with Shirley MacLaine's daughter.
I certainly did.
You're going to tell us all about it?
Oh, boy.
I can't wait. It is very, very funny. Be sure to listen to The Tony Perkins Show. You can subscribe on iTunes.
The Tony Perkins Show.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Summertime, fun time, hot time, barbecue time, tanning time, family time, vacation time.
Yeah.
And, during this time, I find time to tell you that it's time to stock up on all your summertime essentials. Whether it's a bottle of sunscreen or a swimming pool, get all your stuff at Amazon.com. Besides, anytime you purchase something through our Amazon link, we get a tiny percentage. Not much, but it adds up. You guys are like partners in our business, so if you're shopping Amazon anyway, please shop in a way that helps us out. It's easy, it doesn't cost you any extra, and it means the world to us. So the next time you need to buy anything for summertime or fun time or any time, just go to MikeO'MaraShow.com /Amazon time. It's the website that reaches the beaches and rules the pools. Or click the Amazon button on our website or click on the shopping cart icon on our app. Then shop like you normally would. Shop like somebody who's gotten food poisoning at a Wegmans. It's that simple. Happy summertime, everybody.
Mike, quickly, we're just a few days away from Prime Day.
Wednesday is Prime Day.
Yes, and if you're not an Amazon Prime member, we have a banner on our site right now that'll get you a free trial to Prime.
That's the best.
You go there, take advantage, and you will reap the rewards of Amazon Prime Day coming up this Wednesday.
Very, very excited. It is a new, we are a consumer culture, and it is a new opportunity for incredible discounts, and I know a lot of people that are holding off on some rather significant purchases through the Amazon page because they want to see what this Friday Prime special is, and I'm one of them, actually. Going to be stocking up on air conditioners. Should be a lot of fun, so check it out, everybody. Where's my news thing? Hold on. I got it. Oh, sorry. Let me do it again. I've been messing up with that a lot lately. Let me see if that works. 1, 2, 3.
News.
Thank you. Boo. David Letterman. He made a surprise appearance at a live comedy show featuring Steve Martin and Martin Short to do a top 10 list on interesting facts about Donald Trump. It included these. That thing on his head was the gopher in Caddyshack. During sex, Donald Trump calls out his own name. And thanks to Donald Trump, the Republican mascot is also an ass. So that's it. And it was weird. I mean, it's like...
Did you watch the video?
I saw the clip. He had the full beard, and he ambled out on stage, and it was interesting. Would have loved to be at that show. That would have been fun.
It was weirdly awkward because he's so used to taking control of the stage, and you've got two big talents up there.
Yes.
Steve Martin and Martin Short, and they look like they didn't know what to do with their hands. It was just, you know, it was the Dave Show for 8 minutes.
I don't know. I haven't heard a lot about the Martin Short, Steve Martin show. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but have they toured together before, Rob? Have they done that?
Yeah, they've been doing it for a couple of years. They each have, I know that Martin Short does his own solo show.
Right.
And then occasionally Steve Martin joins in, and they, you know, he does characters and they goof with each other. But it's a sort of a special thing when they both do it together.
Okay,
it's
very
occasional.
Cool. Well,
yeah,
it was neat to see Letterman on stage again. John Stamos is reportedly in rehab for substance abuse. Sources say it is a residential program, but there aren't many more specifics. So we don't know if it's just alcohol or if there's something else at play. This doesn't come as much of a surprise. He got a DUI last month, and he must have been pretty messed up because he had to be hospitalized briefly after the arrest. At the time, he downplayed the incident on Twitter by basically just thanking everyone for their love and support. He hasn't tweeted since June 23rd, and TMZ says that's because he has been in rehab since then. But I guess he got popped for booze, so it's probably
it makes
a booze
sense.
rehab.
And then after he gets out, he can go and save the nation of Greece.
Yeah. Way to go, John Stamos. Hey, come on, big money. Did you get a chance to see this clip? I don't know if Rob has it. Sometimes we have the same stuff. In the season 7th episode of The Cosby Show, 2 of Bill Cosby's daughters are having problems with their respective men. But by the end of the show, everyone's in love again after they've eaten barbecued chicken with his secret sauce on it.
I do have the clip. You want to hear it? It's creepy as
Okay,
hell.
let me set it up. He even tells his wife, goes on to talk about it, and he says, it's my barbecue sauce. Haven't you ever noticed after people have some of my... I'll let Rob play it. This is so creepy.
It's just
when you
weird,
see
man.
This. Listen to this.
They haven't worked anything out for themselves. It's my barbecue sauce.
Your barbecue sauce.
My barbecue sauce. Haven't you ever noticed after people have some of my barbecue sauce, after a while when it kicks in, they get all huggy-buggy?
Oh, stop.
I'm dead serious. Haven't you ever noticed that after one of my barbecues and they have the sauce, people want to get right home? Let me tell you something else. I got a cup of it up on the night table, and
It's not just weird in the content. The way he delivers it is creepy.
Yeah.
But it would never have even been noticed.
No,
back
you're
in the
right.
day
You're right.
Before all this stuff went down. And I wondered, the only thing I wondered when I was watching that clip, how much creative did he have on that show? You know, do you think he was delivering the lines, or did he come up with the concept?
What do
that,
lewds
you know-
taste like?
Well, you don't chew them.
When they're all ground up in barbecue sauce, they taste fine. Yes, sir.
Mighty
No
fine.
problem at all.
Mighty
Really
fine.
weird. An anonymous donor is reportedly putting up $1 million for information leading to the recovery of Judy Garland's ruby slippers.
Everybody don't tell, please.
I wish I didn't do that. That's just so old school, but I have to. The slippers were stolen 10 years ago from a museum in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, Judy's hometown. In order to get the money, you have to provide the exact location of the shoes and snitch on the person who took them.
Capital O apostrophe MEARA.
I've got them in my closet. 3 other pairs worn by Judy still exist, including a pair on display at the Smithsonian. The missing slippers are reportedly worth between, are you ready for this, $2 and $3 million, Mr. Powers.
Wow, they don't come in my size, Mike.
I know, that's it. A fashion designer just created a new type of boxers, Mac might be interested in this, that are carefully engineered to hide your accidental engorgements.
Oh.
Hey, Mike, you know what? Didn't we ask Mac what he had to say about it? And he said...
I'm thinking full bush.
That's right.
Thank you very much. Glad you had it. Didn't put it in mine yet. They're called bloxers. Get it?
I do.
Nice.
They block people from seeing your thing when you're excited. So they're made with a special type of fabric. God, people think of this crap. That stretches and hides your thing along your leg whenever it starts, getting in that state. Interestingly enough, they're designed by a woman, and 25% of the profits go to prostate cancer research. I just love
that
people.
whole story.
I've got a great idea.
That's a weird story, Mike.
Well, it doesn't look like there's a huge market for them. They started crowdfunding on Indiegogo 3 weeks ago. They've only raised $450 of their $20,000 goal.
Soon,
Good luck with that
grow.
one, boner hiders. Thank you.
BHers, Mike.
Yeah. What was the one with the? What was the spray that you put in the toilet to stop the poo smell?
Poopery.
Poopery.
That's right.
That's what you have to do. You don't call them blockers. You actually make it a little more, boner hiders. That's what.
Boner hiders.
Probably would have raised $500. And now a little something. 38-year-old Jason Curtis of Clearwater, Florida, got pulled over back in April, and the cops found a bag with about a pound of a leafy green substance in his SUV. I love it when Florida reaches up here to Maine and touches me. He told them, quote, "I'm a licensed dealer of that." When they didn't buy that, he said, quote, "It's for aromatherapy." When they didn't buy that either, he said, quote, "It's my yard clippings."
God.
So they took it to the lab for testing, and the results just came in. Turns out it was a synthetic marijuana called Spice. Spice.
Nice. Spice.
Which, that's been illegal in Florida for over 2 years. So, of course, Jason was arrested and hit with a bunch of felony narcotics charges. But I have to say this, his lawn has never looked hungrier. There you go. We'll take a break. Come back with Rob Spiewak and the Magic Audio Vault right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Rumelstein promo take 53.
Hi, this is Steve Rumelstein from Americast. Americast is your place to get caught up on all things more broadcasting. Check out what happened on my favorite show, Cake and Cookies.
You sound like Gary Stein, but you read like Oscar. Cake and cookies.
Cake and Cookies.
Go ahead. Cake and cookies.
Cake and Cookies.
I hate cake. Man, Rob, you know how to suck the happy right out of a person.
Find out more by downloading Americast every Monday on the TMOS app, available on the Google Play Store or Apple Store.
I love it when that T and that M just can't really get around each other when Mermelstein's doing it. Please check it out on the TMOS app.
Yeah, look out, Dude Walker. There's another announcer on the block.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Aziz Ansari, Modern Romance, a fabulous new book. At some point we all set out on a journey to find love, and we meet, we date, we hook up, we break up, all while hoping that we can find the one. In his book, Modern Romance, New York Times bestselling author Aziz Ansari combines cutting-edge social science with his sharp comedic voice for an unforgettable tour of the romantic journey in the year 2015. This guy really has done research on dating and romance and life.
Hilarious.
He does a great bit on texting that is fantastic. So he's very, very funny, but he also teamed up with an NYU sociologist for a massive research project with hundreds of interviews and focus groups around the world. So you're going to learn and laugh. You really are. He knows a lot about the ways of modern romance.
It's such a great fit because this is his shtick anyway, and he will finally teach you how to react when someone sends you the emoji of a pizza. You know what it means. He'll explain it to you.
The book is unlike any other. Part humor, part social science. Absolutely fascinating. A hilarious, thoughtful, and in-depth look at the joys and pains of modern dating. It's Modern Romance from Aziz Ansari. Find out more at book.azizansari.com. That's book.azizansari.com. And without further ado, let's open up the audio vault for today, Monday, July 13, 2015. Rob Spiewak.
Mike, you like music, you like percussion, and I think it's funny when you can find a sound in real life that matches a song.
Okay.
And there is a video that posted over the weekend that it was a guy, for some reason, it was just a brief clip. He was on a frozen pond, and he dropped a snow shovel. He slipped and he dropped a snow shovel, and it sounds just like Nirvana, and someone did a mix of it. So the first sound you're going to hear is the sound of a snow shovel dropping on a frozen pond.
Okay.
Pretty good.
And I watched that 40 times. I couldn't believe the pitch, the rhythm, everything.
That's also, inherently that sound of a shovel never breaking ground is a sad sound because you hear it whoosh, right? It goes in.
Exactly.
It works out so well.
Mike, if you didn't get a chance to watch the entire Letterman clip that you referenced at the Steve Martin Short Show, there's one thing that I isolated. You didn't mention this, and I'm glad that you didn't because I want to bring it to your attention. Paul Schaefer, we've always done the thing when you do a present event, and I go, so you're saying that
right, exactly.
Well, Martin Short did it.
Did the same thing.
And I think it was an ad lib. It's very, very funny.
What is this, Dave? Well, every suit I own comes with a top 10 list.
Now, this is the top 10 list.
That's right, Paul.
And then Martin Short does the
I loved it. I just thought it was so funny. And I wonder, Johnny did one appearance on NBC after he retired, and I wonder if this is like Letterman's I'm going to do one more and then I'm out. So I'm curious to see if he can stay away from the applause.
Well, he's bearded, fully bearded when he walks out, and he is in. But the thing that I notice is he's in the classic Letterman outfit, where the light colored socks, and he's wearing a suit. It was weird. I mean, it was just on the road in San Antonio, Texas. That's where he chose to show up. And you know what? I think he has thought it out. I think he has a real sense of TV history. And I think you might be absolutely right. We may never see him again. It's just like to him say, "I'm here and I'm in retirement and I'm fine."
If we never see him again, that will be sad for us. But no one is sadder than Mrs. Letterman, because can you imagine being locked up in a house with him, miserable guy in Montana,
sullen, just a curmudgeon all day
Harry,
long.
don't talk to Dad today.
Yeah, that's like Carla's world.
Oscar, are you familiar with Sarturu Iwata?
No, I don't.
Oh, he was one of the CEOs of
I know who this
Nintendo.
is. Yeah.
And he passed away. He was only 55, but under his watch, Nintendo released the DS and the Wii. He was huge, and it's a very sad day for gamers. Here he is in 2005.
On my business card, I am a corporate president. In my mind, I am a game developer. But in my heart, I am a gamer.
And I think it's cool because I think he really did love the industry.
It does.
And Nintendo has been a big deal. So that's a sad loss to all gamers.
I don't. It's gonna be interesting what happens to Nintendo now because there's a changing of the guard.
Sure.
Because Nintendo has so many beloved titles, and you guys remember them. You've got Super Mario Brothers. You've got all these great games,
Heritage
right?
games.
Heritage games.
This coming from a man who actually dressed as one of the Mario Brothers.
Yes.
Those games, in my opinion, should be on your mobile device. They should be available, and Nintendo should sell them, and people would buy them. And they haven't done it to this time. Now, I don't know what the passing of the...
What's that, Mac?
They are doing it.
They're finally doing it?
They just decided recently that they are bringing up
Really?
mobile games. Yes.
When?
Within 2016.
Oh, wow.
Full bush. Full bush.
Yeah.
Full bush. Thank you for the scoop.
I'm thinking full bush.
And with that announcement, Mike, we're gonna need to get Mac some Bloxers. Because he's very, very excited.
Rager Cagers.
Very excited.
Mike McIntosh for Bloxers.
And this one not on me, Mike, because I didn't mention him. And my mom, one of my mom's first major crushes over the weekend, the passing of Omar Sharif. Were you a fan?
No.
No, me neither.
No. There was just I don't know. He was like I always got a phony vibe from him.
I would say fix the teeth. And you play bridge, big deal. But here he is.
And you know what? Fanny Bryce, right?
He was in Funny Girl and
Funny Girl,
Lady,
right?
and Funny Lady.
Hello there, Fanny.
And he debuted in Lawrence of Arabia.
El Orance, truly for some men, nothing is written unless they write it.
And you know what? For some reason, ladies found him very appealing, and he had a big
he was a
international
super stud.
following.
Right.
Miss USA happened last night, and because Donald Trump has been playing his cards so well, it was not on NBC. Did you see what station ended up airing it? The only station that aired Miss USA was the Reels Network.
Oh, my God.
REELZ.
It must have been crushingly, because
ratings.
no one saw it.
And
now that brand has been, he destroyed that brand.
Everyone pulled out. Do you know who judged it? Former Miss USA champions.
Did you see the convention center they had to move to in Arizona for Trump though?
No,
because Trump had, they got too many people and they had to move it to a larger venue. He's drawing those kind of crowds.
Wow,
those brilliant people that are going there. Yay!
Well, congratulations to Olivia Jordan, Miss Oklahoma.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss USA 2015 is
Nobody saw it.
And nobody knows.
Nobody knows until today when they talk about it. That's about it.
And
Yeah.
we close with Mike. Big deal, the Comic-Con. And I guess the big thing
San Diego
that's going on
Comic-Con,
at
yeah.
Comic-Con is all the trailers they're releasing. But my favorite moment involved Bryan Cranston, who did a Q&A.
Beautiful
and,
movement.
And it's
Moment. Sorry.
just so funny when he really shut down a very nervous teenager.
This is
asking
so
him a
funny.
question.
You know what's funny about what you're going to hear is Bryan Cranston answering a question from a kid. The kid is borderline working him, but not quite.
Right,
It's really more about, hey, you kind of pooped on my hometown. But Bryan Cranston, who just can't make a wrong move.
No, he's great.
Shuts him down. And you'll hear during this clip, do you play it all the way
at the
through
end,
when he drops the microphone?
He does a mic drop.
You know that move where you put the microphone out and
Yeah.
you drop it because you don't need to say anything else? Now listen to this exchange between the kid and
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston.
My question is, because I grew up in Albuquerque, what was there any cool places, anything that you liked being there? Like, how was it? Because it's my hometown. So I want to know, how'd you like it? Well, did you have fun there?
Yeah, I'd go and visit your mother once in a while.
Nice.
And Mike drop. There you go. That's your magic audio vault. Have a great Monday, everybody.
That's it. Another Mike O'Mara show has come and gone. Be sure and join us again for more fun and more thrills at MikeO'MaraShow.com. If you want to correspond with us, send anything to TMOS Box 2796, Leesburg, Virginia 20177. To get your message or birthday request into the Wednesday mailbag, email Rob with 2 B's at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Remember, we've got a wonderful audiobook that will be hitting on Friday. So get ready for that. We're all in it and we talking stuff, just like we do every day. For Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara inviting you to join us again for another episode of the Mike O'Mara Show. Bye-bye.
So long.
Ciao, ciao.
Wait, don't go. I need to tell you that MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is perfect for all your online shopping needs. Shop the best way. Shop Amazon. And please go through our website. Always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.